Hi, can you hear me?
And how are you this evening? How are you this evening, Miss Trinese?
Hi, you actually pronounced it right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I usually get like Trinese or something.
No. I'm a soul brother, sister. You're in good hands with me.
Well, how's your evening going?
It's going well. You know, every day is its own challenge, but we gladly accept it, you know, as long as we have breath to breathe.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful.
how about yourself? How about yourself?
Good. Just winding down.
Yes. Cheers. I'll drink to that. Cheers.
I don't have anything but cheers.
All right. Don't mind me then. Don't mind me then.
Okay.
I wind down the right way, all the way down. I gotta bring it back.
Yeah, I could appreciate that. Okay, I guess we can get right into it. So I did a little research on you, so I'm not so familiar with I guess you, but I looked it up and I'm trying to do my best to figure this whole thing out. So okay.
You know, I'm only famous for 50 states. Two provinces. So Marty love the kids, but everybody don't gotta see on my baby stuff. All right.
All right.
I'm with
you. Okay. So what role did music play in the early years of your life, and like what made you decide to dedicate your life to the preserving hip hop, as you state in your bio?
Man, I mean, you know, honestly, it was a love, but it was never the real plan. You know, I just felt that I could fill a void. You know, and I believe I had something to share with the world and a message to share with the world. So, you know, I figured, you know, it's not going anywhere. The more I try, and the more every year we get closer and closer. So it's like I'll be cheating myself. I'll be cheating everybody who's counting on me to not pursue my dream. You know what I mean?
So this wasn't your first plan, like plan A wasn't to be a music artist?
I mean, it was always an up there dream, but I got to be honest. My first dream, I was a ball head. You know, I like to play a lot of basketball. I play basketball every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to be honest. You know, it all goes hand in hand. I feel like in my community. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, every baller wants to be a rapper. Every rapper wants to be a baller, and so forth and so forth.
Yeah. So are you self-taught, or were you surrounded by people who did music and it kind of inspired you to get involved, or this was just something you just wanted to try out?
You know, it kind of just, I feel like it was always with me. You know, I didn't get put on by nobody. You know what I'm saying? You know, I salute everybody that came before me, but you know, ain't nobody put me on. I had to put myself on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, with that being said, I feel like it was always in me. You know, I feel like whether it came to like just remixing songs, even just singing and remixing songs as a kid, like, you know what I mean, making fun of the song. It would be on some like a Weird Al Yankovic kind of just poking fun, you know what I mean, just having fun with it, you know. And I feel like you know, the more you try to create content that can blow up for the world, like you still wanted to touch like those folks. You still wanted to touch, you know what I'm saying, people the same way, you know, it made me feel.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and so listening to your music and like even just your hat, you can tell you're obviously from New York. So, so what did that region kind of play into your music? Like, how did that help build your sound?
Oh man, I mean, it's really everything to do with it. You know what I mean? There's no way around it. I mean, you know, you're a product of your environment, no matter how you try to cut and carve it, and you know where you end up going to school. Like, you know, you end up being a product of your environment. Sometimes it's a success story, sometimes not. But nonetheless, you can't negate those facts. So it played a huge role. I mean, you know, I grew up, mostly, Flatbush, Brooklyn. I also spent a lot of time in the BX as well. So, BX, what up, what up, what up? I'm like a real New York head. Like a real New Yorker lived in at least 3 boroughs. So I also lived in Queens. You know what I mean? You just, when you're in the tri-state, you're moving and shaking. You know what I mean? Now I'm here. Now, I'm the landlord. How about that?
And since there's so many like well-known artists from New York, what sets you apart from those artists? Like, how can you, like, when they play a beat or a song and they're like, yeah, that's Rockwelz.
I mean, me, I'm not afraid to, you know what I mean? I'm not afraid of what anybody thinks, I think, through my creative process. So I think when you could give that and your full energy, and you know what I'm saying, and you're all into it, I feel like there's no option then for it to come out bomb and dope. And you're gonna know a Rockwelz track because it's gonna make you want to listen for more. Like, it's addictive if you like real boom bap, hip hop. You know what I mean? I'm a 80s, 90s baby. So, I grew up in the 90s. 90s, I feel like has some of the best music, the best TV, the best movies. Like, I just got to say, so, I'm a product of that. I'm a student of that. So I think it reflects in my music. I think that's what makes it different.
And then your like recording process, is there like a certain headspace you have to be in? Do you have to be like in a quiet environment? You want people around? Like, what gives you the creative juices?
Honestly, I feed off the city, man. I feel off the city. I feel off the energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Jers now, just like any other loving hip hop rapper. You know what I'm saying? Even from here, you know what I'm saying? I get up on my roof, I look out, you know what I'm saying? I just get inspiration from anything, you know what I mean? And I don't have the luxury to be able to only write in a certain space, you know what I mean? I'm working on multiple projects right now, so it's we get it done though. We get it done, and as long as it's still fun to do and enjoyable to do, and profitable, we're gonna do it.
How many years have you been doing it?
Oh man, I mean, it's even hard to say. I'd say pursuing a career wise, at least a strong 10 years.
I have like, because even just I feel like anybody from New York artists have so much confidence. So what is it about New York that just makes y'all think y'all just the one, that y'all just, nothing can stop you guys?
I mean, I think just going through what you go through, like you gotta figure like it's an insane place to wanna live. I'm sure to somebody from outside of New York. Why would you want to live on top of everybody like that and be right there and the cars honking and the dogs barking and like you know what I mean? Like why would you? But it's just something about it's just I can't explain it. Just something about the city. It's just something about seeing 1 million people on your travels from Flatbush to Brownsville and back, and just thinking and all the things that happen in between that. Not to mention all the things that affect you and you remember between that. So I feel like just absorbing that energy and just getting a lot of those life experiences, through your neighborhood, I think help to groom you, to groom things a bit more. If I answered your question.
Yeah. And like when I was reading your bio and some of the people you work with, I saw you work with like the late great Prodigy. How was that? Like even, being around that sort of, just like he's a staple in hip hop.
Yeah, no, he's a legend. He's a legend to me. That feature, oh my God, man. Salute to Mike West, man. Salute to John Jiggs. Salute to just everybody that's been working and has been allowing me to work and wants to see me work. You know what I mean? Actually, it's my engineer, Mike West, who was actually able to procure that feature for me. It was posthumous. It was after his passing. Unfortunately, I've never had the pleasure. I've been Queensbridge plenty of times. I've never had the pleasure of meeting him, while he was alive, and God bless to everybody in the family. But that track came out marvelous, and you know what I'm saying. I just had to reach out to the powers that be. Like I need this. I need this. The streets need this. The world needs it. So. Monopoly Mob is the name of the track, by the way, John Jiggs.
And I see you, like you blew up when you said, is there another track that kind of just brings you joy that you're like, I really did it with that one?
Man, I mean, I feel like every artist feels like their best work is yet to come. You know what I mean? But I've made some amazing tracks. I think I just sent you guys Blessings featuring Sky Zoo. So, you know what I'm saying? You got something. That was also my latest project, Blue Chips.
Mhm.
It's the latest and greatest. Like I said, I'm working on like 2 other projects right now.
Mhm.
But I can't pinpoint. I mean, I got a track with Fred the Godson, you know what I'm saying? That one was, and we shot the video together. That was a beautiful experience, man. He's a beautiful soul and a beautiful force in hip hop, man.
Mhm.
Gordo forever. Yeah.
Are there any features that you like in the future that you want to manifest?
You know, I can't give those away because God might be manifesting them right now, and I don't want to my blessings too early. But man, I would love to work with you know, just a number of artists. I mean, like I said, I love all types of music. So, you know, yeah, man. Holla at me, you want to collab? Listening out there, wherever you at, yo, Pennsylvania, holla at me. Holla at me. Work.
So I don't know. I'm so fascinated by like the New York artists and the confidence and stuff like that. So I was wondering, is that always just, aside from you being from New York, is that just something that was just always in you? Like you just always believed in yourself? Or is it something you just developed over time after you just kept trying and seeing the progress and the reward?
And you know, with me, honestly, it kind of came in waves. You know what I mean? Like people that know me,
Mhm.
know, like, you know what I'm saying? I was a quiet kid, you know, I was an observer, you know what I mean? So I wasn't you know, the musical side of me would be a surprise to a lot of people that may have known me before or whatever, what have you, because you know what I'm saying, I just moved in a certain amount of way. I was never like striving to be in the limelight type of thing. You know, like I said, and like I always say, it never even has to be me. I just want good music to be out there. I mean, it doesn't even have to be me. You know what I mean? But you know, I do this pretty well. I don't know. It's you know, it's the city. You know what I'm saying? It just, you know, you could be coming from the poorest neighborhood in the boroughs, and you know, pop out to the city in 45 minutes and just look up. You know, you're looking at $1 million building right there. So how can you not dream? Like, how can you not, like, you know, you're seeing it. You're seeing it for your own eyes. It's different than somebody watching on TV saying, oh yeah, okay, wow, this really happens. But then
Right.
you start to get in the world and you start to grow up and you're like, yo, you know what? I could do whatever I want to do. Like I can do it. I can
Right.
make it. How fat, like how crazy is that thought? But why does it have to be crazy? Why
Mhm.
can't it be you? And I think that's what, you know, what I think that's how everybody should feel. And everybody, you know, so I don't like to see people moping around, going down. Like, listen, I done been popped till I ain't got a cent in my pocket. And I had to move and shake and do whatever I had to do to try to make it like everybody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I could share that, that's a hell of a testimony for that ass.
Right.
Let the church say amen.
Amen. How do you feel about the state of New York hip hop now?
Oh man, like if you're really paying attention, it's in a beautiful state and it's about to explode any minute now. If you're not paying attention, I feel sorry for you.
Is there any specific artist that you can just think of that is like really, really doing it for you guys?
I mean, you know, I got to big up the team, of course, because it's a family right now. It's not just me. Got
Mhm.
John Jiggs, super lyricist, got the super talented Mouth, got ultra talented Nam Nitty, producing, making beats. We have an unstoppable force. So before you tune in anywhere else, make sure. But as far as the people that I'm tapping in with, of course, man, New York hip hop's in a great state. So much good music just came out. We got new Lloyd Banks. Like, well, how can we be upset? We got Ransom, we got Rome Streets, we got Griselda, we got, you know what I'm saying, Static. We got like New York hip hop's in a great Nams. Oh my God, Bing Bong. I can't imagine. Just took a picture with this guy. Picture with this guy like 2 months ago. We're out at the fest in Brooklyn.
Mhm.
Next thing you know, Bing Bong, exploded, viral. I'm like, yo, I'm proud of him. But guess what? I'm proud of myself. My music is streaming along with his. If you go on Apple Music and stuff, you know, similar artists, you're gonna hear my stuff. So it's like hip hop is in a beautiful state right now.
It's so beautiful to hear you say that, for you to big up not only yourself, but like the people around you. Because a lot of people see like their people as competition instead of just embracing them and bigging them up. So that's beautiful.
Honestly, that mentality is what kept New York down for a long time. A long time, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
There's enough out here. They don't gotta only be you shining. You don't gotta be the only one with the chain. You don't gotta be the only one. Like, listen, man, God bless. Whatever I got, you got. Like,
Yeah.
why can't we eat? We need to come up and eat. That's
Right.
why you can hear, I don't even want to name names, but people support each other. And
Yeah.
I'm just now starting to see it a little bit again. A little bit. Like, can you imagine? These dudes are just now starting to work with each other. Different dudes from years, like different dudes doing features with Banks and these guys. Like, they're in a beautiful state.
So like if have you ever like tried mentoring, like if any up and coming artists are coming to you and just like asking you for help or guidance, do you ever just sit down and have that time to talk to kind of big them up and show them the right way?
I definitely try, and that's why we branched and opened the label Monopoly Music. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be me. Music has forced me to become more of executive role.
Mhm.
So as far as needing distribution or different services,
Mhm.
we can definitely help with that. Features, if you want to get any work done, definitely reach out at Forbes Living, at Monopoly_family. I'm not even gonna get to the plugs yet, but that's the type of artist I am. I've always been that type of artist. If you nice, you bodied on stage, I want to be the one like, yo, you did your thug thizzle, man. Yes,
Right.
yes, my guy. Let's get it. Work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not a hater. I know there's plenty out there. And I'm not insecure about my own talents. I
Mhm.
think the hate comes from when you're not sure about your own talents, so you're envious of the next man.
Yeah.
But I think when you're confident in your own gifts, you don't gotta feel like you good. Like, yo, you did it, my guy. Like, you did it. You just associate a different type of energy. I feel like you get it back when you move like that.
Do you prefer like the executive role, or do you want to be the artist? Which one is the better fit for you, do you
I
feel?
mean, yeah, the artist, of course, because that's more of the fun stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nobody wants to really, but you accept the roles of those types of positions because why? Because it's more profitable.
Yeah.
Artists, you got to move, scramble, and shake, and try to make things happen. Shameless plug. We got I don't know when this airs, but we got an MMA fight this Saturday. It's going up 3 p.m. Long Island. It's going down.
All right.
MMA. I never been to an MMA fight before, and now we about to perform in front of like hundreds of people.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah. So it's a turnaround, man. It's just a complete turnaround. You know what I'm saying of our lifestyle, and like I said, we're in a good state right now. Hip hop is in a good state.
Yeah, and I think that's dope, because I see a lot of like hip hop artists aren't just staying in that box that you're accustomed to. Like, you guys are branching out and being involved in a lot more. I even saw like Styles P has like a healthy smoothies like venture that he
Juice
has
bar,
going
yeah,
on.
juice is for
Yeah.
life.
And I think that's beautiful that it's not, you guys aren't just sticking to rapping. It's more about the community and just branching out. So that's great.
I think
Yeah.
hip hop has always been a bridge. I feel like
Mhm.
it's supposed to be to unite and help the people, which is the basis.
Mhm. So I see, so currently like you're considered like an underground rapper. Is that where you want to kind of stay? Because I know like underground artists, y'all seem to have like a tight knit like fan base, like people you kind of depend on. Do you prefer that type of career, or do you want to become mainstream? Is that the ultimate goal?
Not really, honestly. If I could share my gifts with the people that want to enjoy it,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, but still take my son to the basketball game, take my son to the grocery store, you know what I mean, without a mob. I feel like that's anybody's goal. I don't know if anybody really wants that, you know what I mean, that MJ Justin Bieber, I'm saying, running, jumping on top of the SUV. When it gets, a little bit crazy, a little bit much. Hey, I still do the feature though. Yo, Beebs, holla at me, boy. I still do the track, but I feel like I'll be comfortable in a comfortable space where I could just provide for my family, produce content, and still, live a somewhat normal life. And a lot of artists do it. A lot of artists do it, go overseas, tour a couple times a year, make your bread, tour out here, do a couple shows,
So you like being low key?
It's always been my style, my MO for those that know me. You know what I mean? I'm a low key guy, man. But we get it done.
I know there's been a lot of stories about music deals kind of going wrong and stuff. And I see you talk about your Monopoly label and stuff like that. How have you kind of stood away from that and kind of developed your own?
Yeah, I mean, just by keeping that same mindset, not trying to jerk nobody, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to build something strong, build something from the foundation up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on the squad is legit and has like-minded goals. So it's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to come in no inside bickering type of situation. Yeah, I mean, it's just, let's help each other. Let's help each other to get it and push this forward. I think that's most important after everything is said and done. And yeah, I mean, we got some dope content. So, you know what I mean? Why not? You might want to get in the mix before it's too late.
So are the people on your team, are they people you grew up with or friends, family? How did it kind of come together?
Yeah. Man, just really quick. I mean, me and Jigs, we met at a show in Queens years back. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was that same type of dude from then, years ago. Yo, you did your thing, came out, did his thing, he rocked the show, got it jumping. I'm like, woo, yeah, boy. Yeah, we were Black on 51. We went up that night, man. We went live that night. Ended up hitting him up. Yo, complete, straight business, good dude. Got the card, said, boom, yeah, man, I'm gonna holler at you. And I did. Now, ain't nothing Hollywood about me. I hit him up. It's like, yo, we're gonna make this track together. Boom, made something happen on the spot. It was so crazy how it came about because 2 weeks later, the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, that big fight was happening, right? And we was putting together, I never really been in Long Island like that. So we rented a mansion out in the Hamptons, right? 16-room mansion. Sick. I shot a video called Make My Moves. That was the same track that he got on for me. I say, yo, he's a Long Island guy. He's from Riverhead. So I'm like, yo, pull up for the video. Let's make this happen. Came through. Had to do something. It was overwhelming because I was also kind of promoting, throwing the party, and also shooting a video. But we made it happen. Came out, and from there we just built, man. Just like-minded. You need to be around like-minded folks to get to where you want to go. Look at each other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and other two members, also met just on the island doing shows. They both well known. Mouth, everybody know Mouth. Everybody know Nam Nitty. So it just made sense. It's just like a powerhouse. That's why it's not even fair. That's why it's Monopoly. It's not even fair. We could all get together and still be producing the type of content that we're putting out at this time, and the best, I ain't even here yet.
And I know before you mentioned about just being, you enjoy just taking your kids to the park without being bothered. So as an artist, how do you separate Rockwelz the artist from Rockwelz just the human being? How do you balance the two?
I mean, that's why I feels so good because it's kind of one and the same. You know what I mean? I just get it how I live it. It's still me, still me. Whether I mean, obviously, the music is entertainment. I try to entertain the masses, but I think just somehow, some way, it hasn't stopped me thus far. You know what I'm saying? So if you let anything become an excuse, that'll just grow on you like mold. So that's why we try to keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying? For shortcomings and different situations are always gonna come up. But what I know is you're gonna make time for the things that matter in this world and in this life.
Yeah.
So, you know, if it's meant to be, you're gonna make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Simple and plain.
So like a lot of artists still create these personas online. So you're saying like Rockwell, this is just you.
Yeah, you know, what you see is what you
That's beautiful. No,
it, baby.
yeah. No, that's so beautiful, like to have that mentality. Because it's so much like you can't really tell the real from the fake. And I feel like you really are a genuine, just human being, just even from this first kind of contact with you. So I appreciate that.
I appreciate you. Most definitely. I mean, that's how the energy I try to give off. And honestly, the people that I really talk to, like I talk to different engineers and different people, the people that are really on, do you ever notice like the people like with real money? You go always tell the people with real money because they're like chill. As far, you know, for the most part, you catch them in the right environments. They're most chill down to earth, not going crazy. It's the people that's trying to gas it and make it look like they have money that feel the need to be all extra and do, you know, this extraness. The people with the real bag, the people that really doing it, regular dudes. They tell me all the time. I'm a different engineer. He always tell me that, yo, you act like like these, you know, like these guys. That's how they act. Like, you know, I'm not gonna be a struggling rapper going and, you know, acting like I'm, you know, Mr. Hollywood.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shameless plug. Blue Chips is out now. Reflection LES is out now. Rockwell Stories is out now.
So out of all the songs and stuff you listed, which one you think best embodies you and like who you are? Like,
man, I mean, well, Rockwell's Story, the first album, that was 12 stories. That was just different tracks, 12 stories, different stories, right? Night Flex and LES was more like I wanted to show that I can make big records. Like, you know what I mean? The first album was, you know, mostly just boom, bap, hard lyrics, always hard lyrics. But I want my music to be able to last and people able to go back like, dang, like, yo, it still goes hard. Like you're not gonna catch everything I'm saying on first listen. Because I grew up in that environment, you know, Jay-Z's, the Bigs, the Nas. You're gonna listen to these guys 100 times and be like, oh wow, I didn't catch that before. You know what I mean? You know, they call it dropping jewels. You know, so I just, you know, I wanted to be like that, emulate that. You know, with everything I was doing. I forgot where I was going, honestly. Long time.
No, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. So like, I feel like hip hop, it tends to get like a bad rap. Like it's always kind of out of the music genre that's kind of put on like lesser scale. Like what do you do to kind of promote like the more positive side of hip hop and to realize that it's not just baggy jeans or rapping this or whatever. It's like really an art form. It's really like storytelling at its finest.
Right. Well, I think you have to have that love in the first place for it. You know, you're not going to convince anybody who already has something set in mind about you. You know, it's going to be very hard to sway them otherwise. But for people who actually enjoy hip hop, you know, I feel like you have to keep searching. Because if you were searching, you would have found my tracks. You would have heard those records I got, you know, positive records I got. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm the same individual. You know, I stand on anything that I've said in my lyrics. You know, when I drop Black Privilege, you know, I drop Blessings, you know what I'm saying? I drop Little Man Got Heart. Everything is real. You know what I'm saying? Everything is real in real situations and it's art. That's the most beautiful thing. So I feel like if you can't appreciate that, then you can't appreciate it. But obviously like, you know, blood sells, where they say, you know, blood and guts, it sells more. So, you know what I'm saying? The negative, the violence is always going to find its way into the forefront, into the CNN, because that's, you know, that's what sells newspapers. You know what I mean? Nobody cares that the Rockwells held it down. You know what I'm saying? Chased his dreams. Single dad. I raised my big son since he was 7. Raised him up. You know what I mean? Live with me. I never stopped chasing my dreams. I never stopped it. Just had another baby boy. You know what I'm saying? It's real life. You know what I'm saying? We all doing real, you know, real things on the line. Like we're not out here playing around. And I feel like the more people can gravitate towards those types, and you know what I mean, not the glitz and glamour, like you could get with this or you could get with that. You know what I mean? So everybody free will. Everybody has their choice of what they want to consume.
Mhm. So what you say, that's interesting. You raising your son. So how has that pushed you? I'm pretty sure it has, like just seeing him and knowing that you're kind of his main like provider, like how to make you like keep going to make it so that he doesn't have to go through what maybe you have been through.
Right. Oh no, yeah. I mean, that's always the goal, for everything is, securing your legacy, and you just want to teach them everything that you could have learned, but you can't live their life for them, right? Because the same thing that made me me
Mhm.
is, the same thing, my parents couldn't they couldn't stop me from being me. You know what I mean? And the day, so yeah, you try to guide them best you can, but then they also have to bump their toe. They're gonna bump their scrape their knee, and then as a parent, you're just supposed to be there.
Mhm.
So
Would
I
you
think,
want them, would you want your kids to get in the music industry, or you kind of want them to like do something completely different?
um, I hope they see how difficult it is, but I would support them no matter what they wanted to do, positive for themselves.
Mhm.
I would support them no matter what they wanted to do. Like I said, it doesn't stop. Try to guide them along the way. I feel like, you don't want to lose that connection, because then, things go rogue. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And things go rogue. So long as you stay in their ear, no matter how many times, no matter where you at in their life, you know what I'm saying? You're doing your part.
Mhm. What do you, I guess, get back to the music. What do you want people to feel when they hear one of your tracks?
Oh, all different things. All different things. I feel like one of the artists that really highlighted giving you different emotions was Tupac. Just listening to artists like him, and different storytellers. Like, what I'm saying, it's like sitting in a movie seat. Like, you feel like you're right there through everything, the struggle, the pain, the anxiety, the fun, the glory, the glitz, everything. Like, it gives you all of the emotions. And I think that's why, yeah, like a Drake. People might hate on Drake, but Drake is similar in that sense. He gives you all the emotions, whether he sings about it or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? He's giving you everything
Mhm.
that he's got and his writer's got.
Oh, shots fired. Okay, so do you so you write all of your work, or do you collaborate? Just to piggyback off of that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a writer. I'm a writer, so yeah, I write everything that I all of my content.
I know you already did a couple shameless plugs, but do you have anything else you want to promote that's coming up in the coming months,
Oh man,
or anything we
man,
could check out?
it's a lot of things in the mix. Oh my God, I'm working on a project right now with Lone Wolf. He's a producer, dope boom bap producer, from out of Austria.
Mhm.
So salute to everybody out there. Can't wait to go back on tour out there. Man, we had a good time. Hopefully things open up everywhere, and we
Mhm.
can see each other eye to eye, and we could rock out on some shows across the seas again. But got that. I got my other project about to drop. I can't drop the title yet.
Okay.
Title's still in the works, but ooh, we so close. Oh, I'm waiting for a nice couple of pieces. Oh my God, I might have to oh man, I might have to what's the name of that? I have to make an NFT out of this album. I have to mess around, make an NFT, because whoo, I'm serious. But yeah, man, make sure y'all, if y'all like real hip hop, real music, man, make sure you're doing the right thing, man. Use a smartphone smartly. Right now, plug in at Forbes Living, at Forbes like the magazine, living like we living it up. Hit me on the IG, monopoly.com, MxnxpxLY.com. Like I said, if you want to pull up on us, I don't know when this is gonna air, but this Saturday, 10th, if I'm not mistaken, 3 p.m. It's going down. MMA fights in Long Island, Octagon, real live punch out. We're gonna bring that energy. We're gonna bring them out to some real jumpers. Tickets are selling out fast. But yeah, just tap in with us. Like I say, nothing Hollywood. I'm just continue to push out the best possible content and consistent quality that I can, and whoever receives it, salute.
I appreciate you and spending your time with me, and I wish you the best.
Man, this was an awesome interview, Trinese. I'm glad I got this in before you're on NBC and
Oh,
the
wow.
Jimmy Kimmel show. So
Thank you. I'm manifesting that as well.
you got it. You got this.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Pleasure. You as well.
Bye.
Peace.